I can wait to use each one strategically until it gets me to first place, Shane.
That's not going to happen.
I do it every night. No. I do it in my sleep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gamer Tears. Today's roulette box of opinions is on Mario Kart items. Now, we are including all the Mario Karts, but of course, there's a lot of details between each game where items change, and not all of those things will be discussed, so please understand. I am your host, Todd, and I am joined once again by our panel, Austin, Chad, John, and Shane. How's it going, guys? How are you?
Good. I was waiting to clap, and we didn't, so I was like...
You can clap now.
Okay, thank you.
There it is.
That's gonna help your syncing. Have fun with that.
Love it. Oh, I forgot about that part. I'll figure it out. While we fix the intro, how about a brief word from today's sponsor? Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play dark fantasy RPG that's available to play on your phone, tablet, and your computer. And this month, Raid's kicking off the summer with a jam-packed schedule of events and a ton of new content. And of course, there'll be a ton of brand new badass champions you can get your hands on. But there's still the old classics too, like Brockus the Shifter, a legendary champion who can deal a ton of damage even in death. If Brockus gets killed, he gets a free turn to exact his revenge. Or the assassin Roxum, who will intimidate your opponent and can cast all kinds of debuffs on them, all while slipping past their attacks. There's also a new rotation in the game's Doom Tower, a sprawling tower of tough boss battles for you to overcome. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. New players will get the epic hero Chonoru, 200,000 silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and even 1 ancient shard, so you can summon one of those badass champions as soon as you get in the game. Look, here's a champion you can get for free right now. Once you're in, you can find us in-game under the name NormalBoots, and if you're fast, you can join our clan too. And it's that easy. Just click the link in the description and start playing Raid today for free. For today's episode, we'll be dividing the picks into 3 main segments: bottom, middle, and top of the pack. Items for each segment were assigned based on where they tend to show up most or have the most impact. We've also saved some of the classic Mario items for the very end because they kind of defy our placement system. I think this will be a good way to do it. If not, feel free to yell at me. So let's first establish something that's important for the audience to understand about your guys' opinion. How good is everybody at Mario Kart?
How good are you at Mario Kart? I think it depends a little bit on the Mario Kart, but since I grew up with pretty much all of them, I'd say pretty decent.
I would say I'm good at Mario Kart. Better than average. Pretty good.
I've actually been playing Mario Kart a lot recently on my Twitch stream. I'm not super good, though. I am usually about average, maybe slightly above average, at least with the people I play with on my stream.
People tell me I'm good at Mario Kart, but I think they're actually just kind of a bitch. Like, whenever us NormalBoots guys go to a convention and play Mario Kart, I'm always in first place. Not to brag, just like as a fact. I'm always in first place, and then all the other guys are fighting for second place.
Is what he said.
That's what a cocky person who's good at the game says.
No. It's for real. Like, every time we do Mario Kart at a NormalBoots convention, I absolutely railroad everyone. But if I play against like actual competitive Mario Kart players, I'm the one that's getting railroaded.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm decent at basketball, but if I play against the Lakers, I mean, I'm gonna lose.
So I actually want to start off the whiteboard question. This is a general question. Based on your own interpretation of what it takes to be good at Mario Kart, what would you say is the percentage split between driving well, using items wisely, and just luck? Just say out of 100%, like 30%, 15% concentrated power of will, all that shit.
Making sure I add up to 100.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, I have to yeah.
Audited.
Hold on.
Are you stuck?
pulling up the calculator app.
What did you do? Did you do fractions?
I
Good
get
lord.
like 14, 73, and what is that? 13?
13.33 repeating.
I'm just checking. Oh, shoot.
All right, okay, show them. So everyone, almost everyone agreed 25% luck. Austin gave it a 32 because he wanted to do math. But I think the only really significant thing here is that, Chad, you feel like items are half the game. Using your items while half the game. Do you want to elaborate on that?
How does not anyone else agree? Holy frick. Like,
Well, do you mean
Mario Kart is items. That's the
No,
game.
Mario
like,
Kart is driving.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. Absolutely
It doesn't matter
not.
if you keep getting like lightning bolts. If you can't drive for crap, you're not gonna win.
by items at 50%, do you mean you can only win if you get good items?
I would say proper utilization of the items in the best way when you get them.
Okay, well, never mind. Then I just don't understand how you came to 50%.
If someone's just slamming the items, just whatever they get, they throw it, and they just keep going, they're gonna lose like most of the time.
If you're aimlessly just pressing the button instantly when you get every item, you're not good at the game. That's not how you should play.
So you're saying if someone's lucky really well at item management but can't drive for they will win.
Yeah.
No,
If
absolutely
someone's
not.
really lucky, yeah, of course they'll win. What? That doesn't even make any sense.
I can't take this turn without hitting a wall, but man, am I good at using lightning bolts.
Chad, you made a good argument, and I adjusted my scores accordingly. extra 4%.
If you're
item
lucky,
usage.
no, listen, if you're lucky and you get a bullet bill after bullet bill, you will probably place really well. Like, if
But
you,
that's luck.
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, luck is a huge factor. Shane is saying that luck
No.
is not.
No,
what I'm
none of us
saying
are-
is that luck and items alone won't make up for being a bad driver, but you can be a good driver, bad at item management, and get lucky and still win.
All
and
these
you
are
can,
interchangeable. They're all. It could
and
be,
if you're a really good player, if you're good at driving, use your items well, but don't get good luck, you can still win.
Yes.
Yeah.
you could rock paper scissors this all day.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's why I asked the question, because I wanted to get everyone's kind of starting perspective. What was that, Austin?
I'm like,
He's mad.
I'm raging about.
I thought you were being attacked by a large bug. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I wanted to establish kind of the perspective that everybody has on items. It was switching gears a little bit. When you think about Mario Kart items,
Bullet bill.
That's it. That's the answer.
That's the entire thought. That's it.
Mario Kart.
The,
whole time I'm
the
like,
neurons stopped firing. That was it.
Bullet bill. If I lose in Mario Kart, it's just because I didn't get a bullet bill. Okay?
Okay, what about you, Shane? Maybe a different player perspective.
If I think about items, I think the two that come to mind straight away are mushrooms and shells, I think. Like, if I think about Mario Kart 64, for example, my brain straight away, it's like on the beach, blasting mushrooms. Like, that's like, no matter what. And
My
like,
favorite thing to do on the beach, too.
All right, let's get into the bottom of the pack. So this is essentially, like 8th through 5th or 12th through 8th, depending on which game you're playing. Whiteboard question: when you're in the bottom of the pack, what's the number one item that you want? Austin has departed, I assume, to find and put on a costume of a bullet bill.
He probably
No,
ran
he-
out of paper again.
he's gone to the beach to blast some mushrooms.
Okay, and show him. Mr. Bill, Bullet Bill. Austin is probably gonna write Bullet Bill, but maybe he won't, and it'll be exciting. Nope, he drew a very super accurate Bullet Bill. They're very happy.
He's happy.
That looks like a ghost from Yoshi's Island more than it does a bullet
Oh,
bill.
it does. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
John, you put lightning?
Lightning.
Yeah.
Talk
I
about
don't
it.
think lightning's a bad choice.
Lightning is the worst item in the whole game. It's not. It doesn't even.
What?
I can't believe you're gonna rank lightning high.
It depends on the Mario Kart. Lightning is super different in all the different Mario Karts, and An 8, it is kind of worthless in my opinion.
It completely shifts the power in your favor. Like you can just pick off people as you go.
The effect is longer the farther up the person is. And it depends. On some games, it's just they're all gone down for a certain amount of time. On some, it's just like, okay, the person directly in front of you is going to get back up in 5 seconds. But like Lightning Bolt affects everyone. Even if you're in last place, you still want to at least slow down first place, right? A Bullet Bill is great for jumping in front of a couple people and maybe knocking them out. But you've still got over half the pack that are not affected by you having that.
You're not just changing your power dynamic, you're making first place more vulnerable to second place if second place has a red shell.
There's a lot of perks to the Lightning Bolt.
I definitely agree. Anytime I throw a fit, it's because I got lightning struck and then 8 other things happen to me, and then I go from like first place to last in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, so it's a good item. It's a good item to have when you're in bed.
I guess I agree then, yeah.
My big problem with Lightning, and this will be our biggest disagreement, I think, Lightning is a stupid item because you could be literally like last place. Someone else gets Lightning right as you get a Bullet Bill star combo item. You're like, finally, I'm coming back. And then like it all goes away. Like it hurts people in the back as much as it hurts people in the front, if not more.
Okay, but how is that bad for you? If you're the one using it.
I mean, I guess it depends on how we're ranking these stars, because our items. Because are we ranking them on how good they are for you specifically? Because that's not how I'm looking at it. I'm ranking like Lightning's a stupid item that shouldn't even be in the game. That's how I'm ranking.
Rank them on whatever criteria you want, as long as you explain why you did it. That's all.
That's fine.
I feel like Austin will put more effort in today's episode defending Bullet Bill than a child will be being assigned an essay by a teacher in school.
Well, Bullet Bill doesn't need defending. Bullet Bill stands on his own.
Okay, let's go ahead and place Lightning Bolt and Bullet Bill.
I zoned out. What are we doing?
Bullet Bill and
Lightning Bolt and Bullet Bill.
Amazing. Polar opposites from Austin.
I actually am surprised that you guys are ranking Lightning so high. It's the most rage-inducing item in the entire game. I absolutely despise Lightning. I really think it shouldn't be in the game. It's that annoying.
Oh, it sucks to be hit by it, but it's great to use.
It's not that great to use. You use it doesn't help you that much.
Let's move on. Chad kind of put this broadly when I asked everybody about what makes an item powerful.
How fast it can send you up into first place. I think that's obviously what determines what the best items are.
Amazingly, Shane said, most people think it's whatever gets you to first place, but they're wrong.
But you win when you're in first place. How can you make that kind of a statement?
Shane went on to explain that he kind of had a system, and it was actually quite similar to to what John said.
The power of an item, I think, comes from how much it helps you defend yourself, how much it helps you get ahead of other players, and how long it lasts for.
Shane, I want you to elaborate on that, and then I'll see what Chad has to say.
If I was going to choose an item to have, like if I was in third place maybe, I think probably a really good item for that is 3 red shells, because it lasts until either you are hit by something or until you fire them. So potentially you have it through the entire game. So it just lasts for as long as it lasts. So it like ticks all the boxes.
Okay, then my question then is, and this I'll ask you, Chad, then. Is that any, as far as you're concerned, is that any different than what you said?
If I get 3 red shells, I'm probably going to get first place, so therefore my statement stands correct.
Well, no, because if you're in 12th and you get 3 red shells, that's not going to get you to first.
But I can wait to use each one strategically until it gets me to first place, Shane.
That's not going to happen.
No.
I do it every night. I do it in my sleep.
An item's power is not just about how it's used in a vacuum, because some items only show up, as we're talking about now, in the back of the pack. And so even though a Bullet Bill is really strong, 99% of the time it won't get you to first place. But that doesn't make it weak, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Like if you went by what Chad said, I think we've all just placed Bullet Bills really high. Yeah. But Bullet Bill's not going to get you to first place.
One item that's almost literally guaranteed to raise your position as well, and especially it fits all of Shane's criteria, is the Starman. I'll ask it plainly. Is the Starman the best item in the game?
By the proxy of the 7s and 8s being here, no.
Because it has a Starman.
Yeah, because those each have a Starman in them. But by itself, yeah. It is. It literally puts all your stats at max, helps you improve your driving, you're invincible to every effect, and you can drive through everyone.
Does everybody else agree with that?
Yes, but it's not better than Bullet Bill.
Why is that?
Because Bullet Bill, you don't even have to be good if you get it.
That is true. The 50% driving stat doesn't matter if you Bullet Bill.
Real quickly, let's just go ahead and put the 7s and 8s on. Just remember that 7 and 8s have a star in them.
I didn't play Mario Kart 7 that much. What do you get with the 7?
I have the answer. The items are the same as the lucky 7s with the crazy 8, being a banana, green shell, red shell, blooper, mushroom, star, and a bomb, along with the addition of a coin for the crazy 8.
Yeah.
It's literally just the 8, they added a coin.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you guys aren't gonna rank it above the star, even though it has a star.
8 and 7 are annoying, and I don't like using them, and I don't think that they're... I just don't like them. It's like, here's a million items at once. It's like,
what's wrong with that?
That's actually a good point. Like, if you're easily distracted while playing Mario Kart, if all of a sudden you have an abundance of options, it could be like... It could be hard to get your thoughts in order, and you could lose headway. If that's how your brain works.
Then use the star, and then use the star time to use the rest. It's not that complicated.
Listen. When I get an 8 or a 7, to me, it's just a different icon for a star. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's it.
It's a star
that's
with
exactly
more.
How I use it.
I just push a button till the star pops. Good to go.
No, well, what you do is you use the star right away, and then just get rid of all the other items because I can't think about it. There's too many items there, and I don't want to star. I'm invincible.
So how is this worse than a star?
I get what Austin's saying. It's like when you walk into a restaurant and the menu is like 20 pages. It's like,
Okay.
what do I do with this?
But no, it's more like, okay, I'm going to a restaurant. Here are my two options. I'll get my sandwich I like, or I can get a meal that comes with my sandwich and a bunch of other extras. No matter what, I'm still getting my sandwich, but I'm getting more.
You're not running down a highway wondering what's the optimal way to eat your sandwiches. That's the difference.
We're talking about sandwiches.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I appreciated it. Let's move on. Another very powerful item that shows up exclusively in the back of the pack, the golden mushroom. Before we talk about it, everybody go ahead and place it. Fun fact, audience, the first time we made this list, I forgot to put it on there. All right, so everyone put it up fairly high. Makes sense. Chad, golden mushroom better than star. Explain.
What?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Explain.
Listen, I utilize mushrooms so well. For me, it's better than a star. That's it.
All right, cool. I'm about to fire a red shell at you. Use your gold mushroom.
Doesn't catch me, bro. Doesn't catch
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Too fast, dude.
Nope. My shrooms are blasting that hard, bro. It's blasting that hard.
I mean, well, look, you can use the golden mushroom to put yourself in a position on the road where red shells homing, like pathing, will cause it to break, and then
or hit
golden mushroom out of it. Right.
Yes, thank you, Chad. Like in my case, when I drive very well. Yes.
25% well.
It's not very important, but he does it very well.
Yeah.
Hey, I said items were high. I'm using an item. It's an item. I'm using it. That's why I'm doing so well.
That's true.
That's why I'm doing so well. It's an item.
That's true.
So, John and Shane, you guys put it actually at A, not even at S tier. Shane, what do you think about that?
I also.
I'm like Tom.
Oh, and Austin, sorry.
In my head, it's similar in power to a Bullet Bill. I'm like going back and forth as to like which is better. Golden mushrooms, you have more control, but you're more vulnerable as well. And like that's the trade-off.
Bullet Bill, you're going so fast. Who needs a shortcut because you're going faster than the shortcut anyways?
Oh my god.
So just no. Okay, it's fine though. The way you decide if an item is really good in Mario Kart is you just ask yourself one very simple question: is it Bullet Bill? If yes, then yes. If no, then.
I mean, look, Shane put it above golden mushrooms, so I think ostensibly, to some degree, he agrees with what you're saying.
Actually, no, I'm good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But John, you still put Bullet Bill above golden mushroom.
it has offensive power. That's it.
Those are the last of the items that almost exclusively show up in the back of the pack. So let's move on to the middle of the pack. One of the important things about getting out of the back of the pack is staying in, your 7th through 4th or your 5th through 3rd. Staying there can be very difficult. So, whiteboard question. Of the items that we haven't placed yet, what's the one that you most want to see when you've come out of the back and you're like, I just need to stay. I just need to stay. Red shell for Austin, super horn from Chad, 3 red shells from Shane, and mega shroom / triple reds. So lots of red shell in general. Yeah. Chad says super horn.
Chad, why do you want super horn in the middle of the pack?
No, you definitely want super horn in your first place. Cancel out the blue shell, baby.
Yeah, that's my question. Why we're talking about the middle of the pack?
Yeah.
I thought you said when you come out far ahead.
No, come out from the back.
Into the middle. Yeah.
Like I said, super horn baby, dude. When that blue shell is coming past you and going for first place, you
gotta save first place.
You can save
They'll
the
thank
guy
you for
in first place, bro.
Can you actually
They'll be your best friend. They'll let you win the next race.
For the rest of you, why triple red shells?
Like I said before.
1 red shell from Austin.
Yes.
Wait, you only want 1 red?
Yeah, because it's better defense. Because if you have the red shell, you can keep it for defense, or you can use it for offense at your convenience. The triple red shell, you can still
It defends you from all angles.
No, you can
if
still get
someone's
hit
in
with
front
it.
of you and fires a green shell backwards, you have a chance of deflecting it.
The triple red shell, it's not consistent defense. You can't plan it. You can plan the backward shell block every time.
So you're saying you want 1 guaranteed block behind you instead of 1 guaranteed block and
1
2
guaranteed block.
maybe blocks?
1 guaranteed block, I'll take that every time.
The triple red is a guaranteed block. You can't get through that. It's when 1's gone is that it stopped that they can get through.
If that's the case, then I would take 3, but I didn't think that was the case.
Yeah, and then you fire your shell, and then you still have some defense, as well as 2 red shells left to fire.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I changed mine to 3 red shells. I felt like you could still get hit.
I'm gonna change my answer to 3 red shells too. Because I misunderstood the question.
Great, that clears that up. Yeah, go ahead and put it on the list.
Can we go ahead and rank regular red shells too?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Why does my list look so much different than everybody else?
It's true.
I think I'm ranking mine based off a lot on just what annoys me and I don't like. So it's I'm not ranking it literal, objective, this is the best item to get. I'm I hate lightning, it's annoying, so I'm putting it at last.
If you made Mario Kart, this is based on the items you would include or not include in the game, basically.
Yeah. But also a little bit on what's best, so it's not really a very consistent ranking.
As far as middle of the pack items go, one of the ones that people seem kind of not so high on, specifically Shane, felt was useless, is the Boo.
I've never, ever stolen anything good from anyone. And what's the point of being invisible in Mario Kart as well? That's the most useless ability there is.
Considering the whole span of Mario Kart, first of all, being invisible makes you intangible, right? But in the older games, it also got rid of your off-road penalty. That penalty came back in N8 Deluxe.
I think I was selectively just choosing the worst parts of each boo, and that was the boo in my mind. I think driving off-road's pretty cool, pretty useful. Mm-hmm. You can definitely shave some seconds off of that.
I'm kind of ranking everything as Mario Kart 8 in my head.
I kind of am too.
Yeah,
Mario
same.
Kart 8, it doesn't do that, so that's
In Mario Kart 8, do you like the Boo? What do you think?
I do, because it can block lightning, which is my least favorite item, so I value that pretty highly. So I mean, you could still, it's just basically just re-roll what item you get, and then you can also avoid lightning. So I think I think it's a pretty good item.
When I play 8 nowadays, I usually play it with frantic items on, which means there's more chaotic, powerful items, you'll get a bullet build in second place, stuff like that.
Oh god.
Then Boo is great, because you'll usually get something ridiculous.
I don't know. All I know is that when I get it, I don't really get that excited or anything, so that's about how I feel about it.
They basically nerfed it heavy in Mario Kart 8, where it has no effect off-road, and it only steals items from people in front of you.
Yeah, they nerfed it pretty hard.
I think I'm going to, because there are items from all the different games, I will take into consideration how Boo works in older games. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably put it a C.
Okay.
A low C.
Low C. John, how about you can go ahead and place it if you'd like. Or just do it anyway. If you don't.
No, I'm gonna leave it off on purpose.
So yeah, a middling item. There have been a lot of new items over the course of the game's history. You guys mostly complained about all of them.
The boomerang's just crap. It sucks. I don't think I've ever been in a situation in Mario Kart where I've said to myself, oh wow, I'm really glad I had a boomerang just then.
Hate the Piranha Plant. The Piranha Plant is gonna be good if you're on a Mario track that's just a straight road. Tell me which Mario track is just a straight road. Doesn't exist. You can't control your cart. It has a mind of its own. It's a placebo power-up.
I could do without the boomerang. I never liked the boomerang. It doesn't feel good. I feel like every time I hit someone with a boomerang, I hit them and they just kind of spin like, oh, wow, wow, wow. It feels like it doesn't even do anything.
I want actually everyone to just straight up to just place these 3 items. The boomerang flower, the piranha plant, and the fire flower. We've got boomerang B. Is it B from Chad? Yeah, B from Chad. Austin says no. Shane says no. John says C. What's wrong with the boomerang flower, guys? What's wrong with it?
Hate it.
You hate it?
Why do you hate it? Why do you hate it?
It's not satisfying to use, and I never feel like I can use it super effectively.
I totally thought you were just gonna say it's not Bullet Bill.
I mean, that is a good point.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
The boomerang's basically 3 green shells, but they're limited in range.
Yeah, and it's like the arc always throws me off. I'm never quite sure where it's gonna go.
I feel like it's always pretty straightforward.
I've always liked how the boomerang comes back behind you if you throw it behind you, so like it's like a good defense on anything closing on you.
Yeah, I mean, if you get 2 people lined up perfectly, you can get them both and just zip right by them. It's awesome.
It will cut through like red shell shields, etc. Like it can do some work. It's just it requires some skill.
I feel like anytime you hit someone with a boomerang or fire flower for that matter, here's them going, and then you like bam, and you get them, and they just spin out and just keep going the same speed. And
That's
it's like
a good
they
point.
didn't even slow down.
I was gonna say that's actually why I don't like the fire flower.
There's a difference in knockdowns versus spinouts.
Whereas like Piranha Plant, at least you get a boost out of it. If you didn't, like, if nothing else happens, at least you get a boost. And he grabs coins. I think is objectively better. I'm confused why Chad would put that one last. That's the only thing I would want to hear more about as far as these 3 items, personally.
Yeah, I think I entirely agree with everything Austin just said.
It's an item that when you use it, it turns you into a bad Mario Kart player for like 5 seconds. That's what it does.
It does make you get a little greedy. I get where he's coming from on that.
But that's fine, Chad. But that's fine, Chad, because driving doesn't matter, remember?
I feel like that
it's an item that makes you drive worse.
But it doesn't matter. It's only 25% of the game.
Oh.
I don't think you're living that one down, Chad.
No.
Not.
It sounds like most people feel like the piranha plant is as incidental as the other 2 items, where it's like you just put it on and you hope it doesn't change your game too much. Do you feel that way, Shane, as you lower it?
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's like, yeah, it doesn't. The boost doesn't actually last that long, does it?
I don't know if you guys knew this. It eats it eats bloopers.
Oh,
because you know how they show up in front of you and then they ink? It eats them.
I've never seen that.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Hey, well then, frankly, it's gonna go ahead and throw bloopers at the bottom right there.
Amazing.
I think you just made that up.
Speaking of bloopers,
if I could get rid of some items in Mario Kart, I would definitely get rid of Blooper. I mean, who needs Blooper? It doesn't seem like it should be that big of a deal to get ink splatted in the face, but it really throws me off, and it's just annoying. Who likes getting Blooper? Like, it doesn't really help you.
Austin really doesn't like the Blooper. Reggie doesn't like the Blooper. Does anyone like Blooper?
Nah, it sucks.
The Blooper is ridiculously situational. If you're playing against AI, it does nothing. If you're playing against humans that know what they do and know the truth. Oh.
The AI wobble a bit.
You sound like a Nintendo developer just now.
Wario's drunk.
Thanks, Miyamoto.
Right, where do you rank it, John?
Yeah, everybody else put it decidedly at the bottom. There it goes.
Next.
One of the very interesting thing that happened with Mario Kart Wii was essentially 4 items died with Mario Kart Wii. The POW Block, Lightning Cloud, and Mega Mushroom all only exist in Mario Kart Wii and the arcade Mario Kart games, if anyone's played those. And the fake item block hasn't been seen since then. What do you guys think happened there?
I never played Mario Kart Wii, so I don't even really know what the big mushroom does.
I played a lot. The Mega Mushroom was basically a Starman. It made you gigantic, you could run over players, and you were faster, and I don't think you even had the off-road penalty.
What does the lightning cloud do? I don't even remember.
The lightning cloud speeds you up, but you basically have a timer on your head. If you bump into someone when you have it on you, you hand it to them, and after the timer is done, they get hit with a lightning bolt. Just them.
Oh yeah, it's like a hot potato thing. That's right.
Yeah, it's a hot potato lightning bolt.
Yeah, was that item not a good idea, John? Did you not like that one?
I like the concept of it, but I think it showed up too many times when it wasn't helpful. So I think cool concept, bad in actual use.
I have a question about that fake item block. I can't remember. Could you use it? Could you hold it behind you as a defensive item?
No.
You could hold it behind you. It would not block items.
Oh my God. Okay, well, there you go.
POW block was exceptionally stupid because, like, depending on the vehicle type you were using, you had, like, less of a penalty on it. I think in Wii specifically with bikes, you just flick the Wiimote when a POW block was going off and you barely had a penalty.
Hey, I mean, it sounds like only John's really the only one who actually has any opinions about these. Do you get, the rest of you guys even remember using them? I know Austin said he has them.
I did play Wii. I don't remember a whole lot about the POW block, like, at all.
The POW block was so negative. It was just like, oh, well, hang on. In 3 seconds, we got to flick the Wiimote.
That sounds pretty worthless.
Austin, do you want to place the POW block real quick? Based on what we're talking about?
Oh, gotcha. I thought I did.
I do, before we get too far away from it, though, I do want to talk about the fake item block. Is it not good just because you can kind of see them coming?
64 was the only time the fake item blocks were good because they were convincingly looking like the old, the normal items, because it was just the same block upside down. But in any other time, they've looked different enough that you know, oh wait, I shouldn't touch that.
The Super Leaf and the Feather. Super Leaf, I believe, only is in 7, and the Feather is only in the first and the last Mario Kart games, and only in the battle mode for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Did anyone ever get any good use out of the Super Leaf?
It's basically like a weaker Super Horn.
It's like, I don't know, it's better than Fire Flower and Boomerang to me. It's a defensive item, but you have to skill time it. Well, it's a weapon, but it's limited to a very short range, and it's defensive. It's a defensive item, but it's not a guaranteed defensive item if you time it incorrectly.
Got it. And what about the Feather? It's really fun.
I don't want to put it any lower than C because I always loved the Feather, but it's like realistically, I don't know what you do with it.
Yeah, the tracks have to be accounted for that, and like Super Mario Kart had like 5 tracks that took advantage of it.
It was more fun in battle mode, and even then it wasn't that great.
it was basically an almost guaranteed dodge for like a red shell, but like it's only good in battle mode, and
I'll put it as an honorary D, bottom of D. I don't want to put it at F because I have fond memories of the Feather, but it's really not even, like, there's a reason it's not in the game.
I think I'm gonna lower it because it doesn't even do damage. It's just because I think you could spin people out with the Tanuki tail.
You can.
You know what? I'm actually gonna bump that up because I forgot about that part.
So that's it for the middle of the pack. We're getting down to the lower impact items that you tend to see more towards the top of the pack. Before we get to the actual items, Shane, I want to ask you this. Let's say you're in the top of the pack. How often are you dropping a subpar item for a chance at something like a Super Horn or a Red Shell?
If there's another item box coming up and like what I have is trash and I know there's at least a decent chance of getting something better, it's gone.
So even if it's like, let's say it's a green shell and you're in 3rd, you're gonna throw the green shell and hope to get like a red shell or a bomb or something like that.
I don't know if I'd swap a green shell for a bomb. I think if you're in 3rd, a green shell might be more useful. A bomb, someone needs to be in range or someone needs to be within a set time limit behind you where, you would drop the bomb and they would drive into the explosion.
Does anyone else agree that just like, I don't know, trying to just throw the bomb is like hard? Is that why no one throws it?
Throwing it forward is always bad.
Yeah.
It always ends in tragedy.
I actually like the bombs a lot because I just want to get ahead of everyone else and keep them back. And so it's a great item to just be like, idiots, and then you just boost past, and it's like, you like put it in a little situation where there's barely any room anyone can get past, You just drop it there.
I think the real disappointment about the bomb is that when you get it, you probably wanted an item that would attack forward, like a red shell, and then you're like, oh, well, this is better suited for attacking behind me. So
Go ahead and place the bomb, Shane, and then we'll move on to the next area of effect attack item.
Okay.
Attack item. C. Okay, so B for John and Austin, C for Chad and Shane. Yeah, it seems kind of like a middling response. So in terms of area of effect attacks, and again, it's got other uses. The super horn. Do you ever use the super horn for anything but blocking a blue shell?
if I'm about to get hit by a red shell and I'm nowhere near any other item, yes. But like, if I get a super horn and I'm in first, I'm holding on to that as long as humanly possible.
Getting rid of an attack that is definitely coming for you is more beneficial than holding it for a attack that might not come. I'll say it is useful, but again, it's another very situational item.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how often are you even in first place, right?
I don't think that's what he means.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's S tier.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, it's the only item in the game that can kill a blue shell. How do you not give that a huge benefit?
Yeah, but there's other ways to dodge blue shells.
Mm-hmm.
There is?
Yeah.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Oh. Okay. Well,
it's hard to do, but you can do it.
Well, that's
I
the
knew
case.
that. I knew that.
Well, that's the case. My mushrooms are in the right spot.
So Chad, you're gonna put it at S above the Starman. Above the Starman.
What?
John, Chad's in chaos agent mode right now.
No, wait, man. I'm looking at my old tier list. I actually had a higher on my old one.
Controversial pick.
Coins again. I think coin is the worst item.
It also feels like kind of just like a pointless thing. Mario Kart wouldn't be much different if you removed it.
The coin.
Trash.
You hold on to it. Its only value is to hold on to it to hope that someone accidentally steals it from you, and they're like, ah.
But everybody agreed that coins are good, and you need
Coins are good.
and you can
But
lose
not as an
coins
item.
even if you're in the front.
You can just grab him off the road.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be an item. It's like an
Yeah.
FU item.
Yeah.
And boom, there you go.
Trash.
All right, guys, you might notice what remains is the classics. Just the classics.
classics,
Banana, shells, mushrooms. Whiteboard question. Which is the best? Green shell, banana, mushroom. Singles only.
Singles?
Singles only.
Easy.
John, it's not easy for John. John's making a lot of faces.
It's pretty hard.
Easy.
All right, show him. Mushroom, I think. It looks like a mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom,
easy,
mushroom.
easy.
Wow. Consistently. I'm actually
Shortcuts.
genuinely
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, shortcuts. But
Shortcuts are it.
you gotta give it. I almost picked green shell.
Yeah, I mean, green shell's
Yeah.
not that far behind, but I think mushroom is obviously better. You got to be able to use those mushrooms correctly. Like, if you don't know how to use the mushroom over like certain grass areas to get shortcuts, you're never gonna win.
Shane, you were saying like, you were almost going to put a green shell.
Yeah.
John, were you close to putting green shells, or was it easier for you? Because it
It
looked
was
like
the
it
defensive
wasn't.
power of the green shell and the banana that I was mulling over versus, the speed boost. I probably would have been like Shane and gone green shell as well.
Do you guys? How often do you think green shell? Let's say green shell like hit percentage for forward shots. What do you think it is?
On courses where you have a fighting chance, I'd say most of the time.
Do you?
38%.
I'd probably go around Austin's number. Sure, why not?
Chad, how about you? Are you any good with green shells?
39% accuracy, actually.
Wow, showed up.
I'm gonna say 51%.
51%.
God.
So green shell accuracy more important than driving skill? I don't know.
Yes.
That's
Actually, you'll win every game if you can hit the green shell.
complicated math.
It doesn't even matter if
okay.
you drive backwards. If you do the green shell well, you win. You teleport to the finish line, isn't that right, Chad?
That's right. Driving's not important.
Put them all, everything but the blue shell on the list.
I am just letting you know.
Oh,
I'm
even the
making
triples?
some-
Even
Put
the
the
triples.
triples on there. We'll talk about the triples now.
I'm making some strong amendments to my list out of realizing out of necessity that I'm I'm going to be stacking too much. I need to move some stuff up,
Okay.
like so, mostly, so then I can do that.
It's a bigger list than we've done so far. All right, trip mushrooms, very high. Not higher than trip red shells, except for Austin is putting it above trip red shells. Green shells consistently higher than bananas. But bananas over bombs. That's very interesting.
Well, because if you throw a banana, it stays there.
Yeah, and it'll be there for multiple laps, so.
Solo green shell, very high. Chad put them greens up in the A tier. John gave triple greens to A tier as well.
The triples are always going to be pretty good, but I would prefer 1 red shell to 3 green.
That's an interesting...
I prefer 1 mushroom to 3 bananas, easy.
Just because 1 shortcut gets you further than 3 bananas protect you.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait. Are the bananas behind you in a line?
That was what the banana whip used to be back in 64.
Banana whip?
Yeah, so you had 5 banana peels directly in a line behind you. And if someone crashed into them, they all scattered everywhere.
How are we arranging them? Are the bananas all behind you in a line? Is that...
I'm assuming we're talking 8, where this is the banana shield.
Yeah.
But like in 64, it was a whip behind you. It was just a straight line.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's the shield, then... Yeah.
Mushroom over banana, so
Man.
So, but
Triple banana over lightning bolt. Wow.
The defense of the 3 items is extremely valuable. It could be with you throughout the entire game.
If you're in first place as often as you are, maybe.
Shane is really good friends with the bananas. He spends lots of time with them.
I ate them all. That's why they're all like that. They're just peels.
John, you said 1 red shell over 3 green shells. Really?
Yeah.
You don't think you could get that hit with 3 green shells?
No. Because the red shell could be like miles away.
Well,
but you also get the defense.
Something.
Yeah, you still get the defense, but I feel like if you're at the point where... this is the part where I'm kind of mulling it over. Because better offense plus the equal 1 guaranteed block versus not as good offense, but 2 to 3 guaranteed blocks.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get at least 1 or 2 hits if I have 3 green shells.
Doubt. X to doubt.
I like the comfort of the guarantee. They can block it still, but it's like... It's a good way to catch up. Red over green, 100% for my.
I thought you were just gonna say you like red as like the color.
I do like the color. That's true.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and we'll call that. I think everybody's sort of made their point clear. Last item: the goat, the shirt, the blue shell. Put it on the list, and we'll talk about it.
F.
Lightning bolt tier. Shane goes back of S. Austin, top of C. I think someone's gonna yell at him about that. John pondering A.
It's A. It's A for me. I'm just trying to figure out where in A to put it.
This is the thing, is now that we're at the end of the list, we're talking about an item that is purely offensive.
Switching it.
Austin's moving it around. Bottom of B now.
I guess because there is the super horn, they have a chance of...
With super horn and mushrooms, it can be blocked or dodged.
The blue shell is more or less a guaranteed hit on first place and possibly second and third if it's close at the front. If I was in 4th, I can't imagine many things I would rather have than a blue shell.
But you wouldn't be getting it in 4th place.
You can get blue shells in a pretty broad section of the
I have been in first place and had a blue shell. That has happened.
I didn't know that was
It was
possible.
useless because it hit me, but
You threw it?
yeah, of course I did. I wanted to know.
Did it just go up and then come back down?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did. It's like, well, you're an idiot here.
Because I didn't
Bam.
even know that could happen.
Oh, so in 8, it's not based on place, it's based on distance.
Oh.
I guess that makes sense.
Based on distance from first.
Like, if you get a blue shell, you're already probably so far behind that it's just like, it's not really gonna help you. If I'm in the back, what do I want, a blue shell or a bullet bill? You know? So the moral of the story is bullet bill.
Okay, if that's the case, yeah, it's not S tier. I changed my mind. Those odds are too low, and the position isn't.
I feel like any item that can destroy or make you immune to a blue shell should be stronger than it, which is my entire S row. Because star, lightning, bullet bill, mushroom, etc.
I was gonna say the only reason blue shells are being fired is by the people who just want to get rid of it so they can get a more useful item. basically.
I think that about does it. Does anybody else have anything they want to resolve regarding changing their tier lists or anything, or complain about other people's lists?
No, I'm like running a race through my mind and just like imagining like, would I rather have this than this? Like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with my list.
Maybe Piranha Plant should be a little higher up. End of low C. Low C.
Perfect.
All right, let's see it is. Okay, well, that does it for the regular tier list making. We're going to do something a little different for this list. Instead of everybody agreeing on one big list, what we're going to do is we're going to make a fun little mini Mario Kart game that only has 10 items. So you guys are all going to agree on what 10 items make it into this little mini Mario Kart game. Essentially, it's Mario Kart if it only had 10 items. Doesn't matter where they go on the tier list. You're just picking 10 items out of this fun bucket.
The 10 best items, or you're picking 10 items we think?
You're making a game where you're playing. Think of it as custom items in Smash Bros, but it's Mario Kart. These are the only 10 items that will occur in the game. You'll want to make a fun item set.
I think even though I put 8 and 7 in S tier, I don't think I would put them in this game if I was...
I agree.
Yeah, if I only had 10 items, I wouldn't put them in.
Sure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Kind of a waste of a slot.
They're basically stars, so put star in and ignore the 8 and 7.
Do we put star in?
Yeah,
Yes,
I would put star
absolutely.
at S. Yeah.
Sorry,
Absolutely star. Okay. Absolutely star. What else? What else has to be in? Like guaranteed.
Mega Mushroom.
Triple reds. Triple reds.
Mega Mushroom.
Mega Mushroom? No.
You
Triple red.
We want a fun Mario game. You get huge, and you drive over people. Fun. That's fun.
It is
The
fun.
Mega Mushroom is fun.
If we're talking fun, you know what item we need? Bomb. Bomb.
Triple shells going in. Bomb? Yes. No. Austin's putting up the bomb for.
Could we come back to it?
Yeah, that's like a if we have room at the end one.
That's fine.
Do we have blue shell?
I go for
We
blue
gotta
shell.
have blue shell.
Yeah, I think I've got.
That's a
Yeah,
staple.
we'll go blue shell.
That's a
Gotta have
staple.
blue shell.
And because we have blue shell in, do we want something that can counteract it? Do we want to put horn in to make it balanced?
Horn, I feel, is in the same spot as the bomb, where it's like, if there's room.
We'll come back to it. Okay.
I'd say we need some mushroom, so we need either gold or triple.
Let's just have a straight triple in there, right?
Just the trip.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, sure.
We need a
Triple.
defensive item though, so we have to have a green shell or something like that.
Something
Maybe
defensive.
triple green.
triple green.
Triple green.
And
All right.
Bill.
A lot of the classics. Look, does Bullet Bill go in or not?
Bullet Bill
just-
is insane, and it should definitely be in.
We're just making
Yeah.
we're just making a boring Mario Kart game. Put the Mega Mushroom in. Put the Mega Mushroom
You know what?
in.
I think I'm with Chad on this one. Let's put that Mega Mushroom.
Put Mega Mushroom
Okay.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mega Mushroom and Bullet Bill.
Yeah.
I
I
see
don't
where
really
he's
care
coming from.
about the
That.
Bullet Bill.
Mega Mushroom doesn't care. No Mega Mushroom. No Mega Mushroom.
Okay, Bullet Bill is a fun item. I would keep it in, yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
keep
let's
it
see.
in.
We'll see if they're missing anything.
We got 7.
We got the basics covered, except for like banana. But I feel like we don't even need banana if we
Yeah.
have green.
Put some fun in there.
Keep green shells.
Lightning bolt.
Is that happening?
Okay, let me ask a question. Are we trying to have fun or are we just causing chaos?
Whatever.
I feel like this list
Aren't they
is pretty
the same
chaotic.
thing, Austin?
Put lightning in. Put it in.
Lightning goes
lightning
in. From Austin. Wow. Lightning
Yeah.
goes in.
You.
All right.
Wait, I mean,
It should be there. It should be there.
let's just have chaos at this point.
We need at least one thing that affects everyone.
Chaos.
Yeah.
So bomb.
Bomb needs to go in though.
Bomb's got to go in then, right? For chaos.
Yeah, just blowing people up. What's more chaotic than that?
I feel like out of what we have here at this point, putting the horn and the bomb in would probably be it.
Yeah, I would say
Wait,
maybe golden
so-
mushroom, but I feel like we can just cover it and have triple mushroom.
Yeah,
instead.
we don't need the golden mushroom, even though it's cool.
No bananas.
I'm fine with that.
No
yeah,
bananas.
green shells will handle it.
I feel like I almost would want to replace the bomb with triple bananas.
Yeah, I
but,
was
like,
thinking
other
the
than
same
that-
thing.
Sure.
I actually will agree with that because we need more defensive items. I
Okay.
agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes me sad, but I accept it. Chad, any thoughts? You got your Mega Mushroom.
That's all I wanted.
Is that
The Mega
Yeah.
Mushroom's all I wanted. You can do. I don't care what else is. Mega Mushroom's in. Good.
Let's go blast some mega mushrooms on the beach, baby.
Thanks everyone for watching this episode of Gamer Tears. We appreciate your continued support for our new show as it finds its sea legs among the ocean of tears. We've got one more episode with this cast then you'll finally get to see Gerard and Amber on a new set of episodes themed around RPGs. So subscribe so you won't miss them. We'll see you soon.